Questions?
Do you have an update on Paul George?
Lower leg contusion, day to day.
Did you get a chance to talk to him afterwards? Was he moving around in the locker room at all?
Yeah, he's moving around. He'll be okay.
Okay. To the win, 45% shooting overall. Miles Turner had a good game before Paul got hurt. Good game. Was there offensive rhythm that you were happy with?
At times, not overall. Overall, I think we can be better. But, I mean, I thought we had some good possessions where we moved the basketball and tried to play for each other. George was good distributing the basketball. And, we got a much-needed lift from C.J. Miles off the bench. In light of Paul going down, next guy steps up. He was great tonight.
Did Paul not come back into the game because you wanted to be safe, or he just could not go?
They just told me he wasn't able to return. So that means he wasn't able to come back in the game.
Sometimes when you're playing guys that are all off the other team's bench, things get kind of mucked up, and it's not a regular normal game. It's tough to get rhythm. But Miles seemed to sort of, take matters into his own hands a little bit tonight. Did you sense that he was trying to do a little bit more energy-wise?
I think that kid just plays as hard as he can every time he's out there. And, sometimes there's a lot of mistakes involved. Sometimes he gets it going. I think he's going to play as hard against the Pelicans as he did against OKC.
Frank, how would you evaluate Miles Turner to this point? When he became a starter, he was like a sensation, and then he's gone through periods where he's had rookie moments and so forth. How would you sum up his play since he's been in the starting lineup?
Well, he's a big time threat. I mean, teams have to prepare differently for him because of his ability to pick and pop, and his ability to take smaller defenders down into the post. So, that alone gives us a threat, and sometimes we're able to exploit that and take advantage of it. And sometimes he's just getting plays within the rhythm of the offense, but he's improving. He's working hard on the defensive end. He's got the assignment of guarding a different type of player every night. Sometimes he's guarding a spread four, and sometimes he's guarding a big guy that's going to try to pound him in the post and on the glass. And he's improving there.
He said on the court after the game that he kind of felt rejuvenated today. Did you have a sense that he kind of got a lift from his birthday or whatever, that he had a little extra bounce tonight?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. He did have a little bit of an extra bounce tonight, so I'm not sure if that was why, but he looked good tonight.
How much of a concern is it, these last couple of games against the weak teams, not to put them away earlier and to make it a close game?
Well, obviously we want to, but we're 2-0 in the last two games, and that's the goal. You got to get W's. They don't have to be pretty. You want them to be 30-point blowouts. They're not always going to be that way. Teams lose games like this. We got it in the right column.
Still, obviously, very much playing for a spot in the playoffs. I assume no plan to specifically rest a guy here or there at all, right?
No.
While you're making a push for the playoffs, you still are working in Ty Lawson and getting C.J. Miles back in the mix. They seem to do well tonight. How do you feel that's going and going forward?
Yeah, it was good to see CJ get a rhythm. It's been a while because he had the illness and the injury. It knocked him out for a while with his rhythm and then getting his legs under him. He's still talking about trying to get his legs moving the way he wants to. So that's still got a ways to go. And same thing with Ty. Ty was out for a while and he's got to get his legs under him too. So we got to keep an eye on those guys when they're out there.